Right.
They are still on the earth.
Right.
The people that put us in slavery are still on the earth. George, they still live in our communities.
Bring it out.
You see what I'm saying? They own our businesses. They give us jobs and then they call us poor. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We are still in that slavery.
Right.
Look, check this out. This look familiar with the Cayman Islands history? Huh? Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Is it true that we came here on slave ships? Is it true that we came here on slave ships? Our ancestors. Watch, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
The Bible says that the Israelites who are in the Bible, if they broke God's commandments, what would happen?
And his statutes which I command thee this day, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said curses will come upon the 12 tribes of Israel. Who are the 12 tribes of Israel today? Those are the so-called Caymanians, the so-called Jamaicans, the so-called people from the Bahamas, from Trinidad. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
The Bible says we'll be cursed in our cities. Meaning what? When we go to our neighborhoods, we'll have the worst of everything. We'll have your oppressor living on 7 Mile, enjoying the best of the island. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed in the field. Even when they brought us here in slavery, we couldn't even damn get goods out of the land. Read.
A curse shall be thy basket and thy store.
That brother. Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. Boss man, how you doing, brother? What's your name?
George.
George, nice to meet you. George, quick question. Who is this? Huh? This is Bin Laden? Who is this?
Jesus.
It's Jesus. You believe your Jesus is a white man? You believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So what color is Jesus Christ?
Black.
How you know? You just said that was Jesus, George. Which one is it? Which one? I'm gonna show you. Go to Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. George, where you from? You from the Cayman Islands?
Yeah.
You from Jamaica. Look, the people that got off the slave ship in the West Indies, like Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, they came from the tribe of Benjamin. Right? Your family history is actually written in the Bible. The Bible is your family history.
That's right.
Look what it says about one of your family members. Read.
Revelations chapter 1 verse 1.
Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So in Revelations, the first chapter, George, is telling you, it's going to reveal to you what Jesus Christ, about Jesus Christ. Look what it tells us about Jesus.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the hair on his face and the hair on the top of his head was white and woolly, like your hair, right? You got white hair in your beard, right? Like this guy. This the picture, white woolly hair. See what I'm saying? He had white woolly hair like us. Nothing like this image right here.
Right.
You see that? Keep reading.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. Read.
And his feet.
His what?
His feet. Like
George, is your feet, I'm looking at your feet right now. Is the top of your feet a different color from your arms? Is it a different color?
Yeah.
Is your feet the same color as your arms or different?
Same color.
It's the same color.
Right.
Look what it says about Jesus' feet.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It said his feet was like fine brass, like bronze, like a penny, like brown. Who that look like? Who got woolly hair and white on their beard and they skin like brown? What you doing, my brother? Jesus. But who look like that on the island today?
Huh?
Who looks like that in the island today?
Nobody.
Us, George.
Right.
Us.
Bring it out.
We look like the Messiah.
That's right.
Read, keep reading.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned.
He was so black. Jesus the Christ was so black. It looked like he burned in the furnace. You burn anything, George, what color do it turn? If you burn rice, what color is it? It's black. So if Jesus was a brown skinned bronze man, but he looked like he was burned, what color was Jesus? No, what color is Jesus? He's still the same person?
Yeah, white.
Jesus is what?
So them say.
No, they say that.
Yeah.
But according to the Bible, what color is Jesus? Black.
That's right.
Right. So Jesus was a black man, right? Look at his people. Go to Job. No, Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. George.
Bring it up.
So if Jesus is black, right? From the tribe of Judah, from the 12 tribes of Israel, and we are that same people. We got dark brown skin. We from Israel, right? Why do the world hate black people?
Bring it out.
Huh?
I don't know.
Watch this, read.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Just to show who we are, read.
Judah mourneth,
Uh-huh.
and the gates thereof languish.
Read.
They are black.
The people of the Bible are what?
They are black.
The real Jews are what?
They are black.
It says the people of the Bible, George. They are black.
Right.
We are the people of the Bible. You know what your race is? It's not Jamaican.
Right.
It's Israel.
Bring it out.
Israel.
That's right.
It's Israel. You bring up Africa, right? How did we leave Africa? Through slavery.
That's right.
So if we left Africa through slavery, right? Like here, the transatlantic slave trade, we left Africa from slavery. Why did God allow his people to go through slavery? Why would God, the black Messiah, Jesus Christ, why would Jesus allow black people to go into slavery? What happened? What did we do so wrong?
I don't know.
Did anybody else go into slavery?
Let's say Indian too.
Yeah, Hispanic, Native Americans. But look, they also part of the 12 tribes.
That's right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We one people.
What club was that at?
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again. 31.
Why did God allow us to go into slavery and nobody else? What do you think? That drum 28. Yep. Why do you think, George? You think that's important to know? Is that important to know? It's very important. Because the people who put us in slavery, are they still on the earth?
Right.
They are still on the earth.
Right.
The people that put us in slavery are still on the earth. George, they still live in our communities. Bring it out. You see what I'm saying? They own our businesses. They give us jobs and then they call us poor. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We are still in that slavery.
Right.
Look what God said, why it happened. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass.
Wait, hold that. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. Because I want George to understand who he is. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel. With the children of Israel.
So Israel is who the Bible was written to.
Right.
Israel today, George, are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You understand? The people from the Cayman Islands.
Right.
People from Jamaica.
Right.
Haiti, right? We are the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
And we lost that through slavery. You understand? They beat us and whipped our back into slavery, and they called us Jamaican.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
We lost that, George.
Right.
We got a history that's so great they never told us about.
Right.
But it's been in the Bible this whole time.
Right.
Read.
These are the words of the covenant.
Go back to Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his
Let's
commandments.
stop right there, George. What did God just tell Israel? What if we didn't do what? I'm gonna make sure you paid attention, George. Read it again.
Deuteronomy
My brother, why do we go into slavery? Why do we go into slavery? How you doing? What's your name?
Eduardo.
Eduardo, I'm looking you up. Nice to meet you.
Nice, sir.
We going over some history. You from the island or you from
No,
somewhere
I'm
else?
in this country. Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Great. So you also are part of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Why did
Bring
blacks
it
and
out.
Hispanics go into slavery? Because we both went into slavery, right?
Yes, yes.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
Everyone.
And nobody else. Nobody else on the whole face of the earth went through slavery but us.
Right.
Sure.
Why did God allow? Do you believe in Jesus?
Yes.
Why did God allow that?
I think he don't allow it. I think it's just natural human being. People just take the thing and just make it
What you
like
say?
that.
Take it upon your own.
Okay. So do you agree that nothing happens on the earth without God? Do you agree nothing happens on the earth without God? Everything, God has to give an okay for everything. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't be God. No, go Deuteronomy 28:15. Keep it at that. Watch this, read. Moses is going to tell us what was going to happen. Watch, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Read it.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Stop right there. Future prophecy. Moses said, if Israel, who we are, if we do not listen to God, right? Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
What did God want us to do?
Obey his commandments.
God wanted us to obey
Right.
his commandments.
Right.
He's telling us what will happen if we did not obey his commandments. Let's see right now. Do the so-called blacks and Hispanics on the earth today, do we keep God's commandments?
Not everything.
What's some commandments you know? Give me one commandment that God said we shouldn't do. Don't kill.
Thou shalt not tell lies.
Don't tell a lie.
Thou shalt not thief.
Don't steal. What about you?
Love your neighbor like yourself.
Uh-huh.
Love our father.
Uh-huh. Now question. Eduardo, right? And George. Do we keep those commandments as a people? We don't do it.
No.
We don't do it. So God said if we didn't do it, what would happen? Keep reading.
But it shall hark, if thou shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Read.
to observe to do all his commandments
You break any one of them.
and his statutes,
Uh-huh.
which I commanded this day,
Read.
that all these curses,
That what?
all these curses,
God says curses will happen to us as a people.
right,
Curses. Is that good or bad, Eduardo?
Bad.
Bad. You agree?
Bad.
Curses is bad. Now watch this. To prove we Israel, right?
right.
What's the worst thing that happened to blacks and Hispanics? What's the worst thing you can think about that ever happened to blacks and Hispanics? What you got? Think about our history. What's the worst thing they ever did to us? Slavery.
Right.
That's the worst thing they ever did to us. Watch this. Go to verse 48. The worst thing they ever did to us was slavery. And guess what? It's documented.
Right.
God told us what was going to happen before we did it.
Right.
And you know why we still in the condition we in? Because we haven't changed yet.
That's right.
We haven't changed.
Right.
Let's read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Watch this.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We gonna do what?
Serve thine enemies.
Would a friend put you in slavery? Well, how was your friend? Would I put you in slavery? No. Would a friend rape your wife?
Sure.
No. Would a friend steal your children?
No.
No. So what did God call them or what? What did God call them? Would your friends do this to you?
Right. Bring it out.
Would your friends put your baby as gator bait like they did all over South Florida? The whips on the back, yokes of iron on their neck. Would a
Right.
friend do that to you?
Bring it out.
So who are they? Read it again. What did God say?
Therefore shalt thou serve.
Who was it, Eduardo?
Enemies.
Enemies.
That's right.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We served our enemies in 1619. We served our enemies in 1492. We served them.
Right.
We served them today. How? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Hold on, wait a minute. Who did it?
The Lord shall send against thee.
So they didn't do it on free will. God sent them against us.
Right.
Why? Why? Why did he do it?
Because through disobedience.
For breaking his commandments.
That's right.
That's why God did it. Read.
In hunger.
We go to them for our food. Where do we get our food from? It might be a black person working in the store, but where we get the food from? From the white man. Read.
In thirst.
Water comes free from the sky, George. Who do we got to go to get it? The white man. Read.
And in nakedness.
And what?
Nakedness.
On our clothes. We get that from the other nations. God said we will serve our enemies for breaking his commandments.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.